The first time you said no to John Junkook, the entire room went silent. It wasn't just a rejection, it was a challenge. John Junkook wasn't just a businessman. He ruled the underground of Seoul with calculated precision. Politicians feared him. Rival gangs avoided eye contact. His name alone could freeze a room, and yet, in front of dozens of powerful elites, at the engagement announcement dinner, you calmly looked at him and said, I won't marry you. Gasped, he filled the hall. His expressions didn't change, not a flicker, not anger, not embarrassment, just stillness, the dangerous kind. You weren't some random girl. Your father's company had unknowingly stepped into debt with one of Jungkook's financial branches. The marriage proposal had been presented as a mutual alliance, protection for your family, stability for his expanding empire. But you refused to be a contract. That night, as rain soaked the city, you felt it. The shift in the air. Black cars parked outside your house, not attacking, not breaking in, just watching. A reminder. The next morning, Jungkook himself arrived, not shouting, no threats, just him, dressed in black, hands in his pockets, eyes unreadable. You embarrassed me, he said calmly. Once you were alone in your living room, and you replied, forcing your voice not to shake. And when powerful men are embarrassed, enemies circle. You expected him to threaten you. He didn't. Instead, he stepped closer, not touching, just close enough for tension to tighten your chest. You think this was about marriage? He asked quietly. It was about protection. Three rival groups are waiting for your father's business to fall. If I walk away now, they won't. That was the first crack in your confidence because you knew he wasn't lying. Within 48 hours, your father's warehouses were vandalized. Anonymous threats flooded in. Investors pulled out. Jungkook didn't cause it, but he didn't also stop it. He was proving a point. When he came again, there was something colder in his aura. I won't force you, he said, but I won't protect you for three either. You hated how controlled he was, how he never raised his voice, how he never begged. You think I am scared of you? You challenged. He leaned slightly closer, voice dropping. Now I think you are scared of needing me. The sentence haunted you. Days later, everything spiraled. One night, while returning from university, a black van blocked your car. It wasn't Jungkook Man's. It was a rival syndicate. You didn't even fully process what was happening before chaos exploded. Gunshots in the distance, tires screeching, men shouting, and then him. Jungkook stepped out of a car like something straight out of a nightmare. Calm, precise, terrifying. The situation ended quickly, too quickly. When he opened your car door, his jaw was tight, knuckles bruised. Are you hurt? He asked. No. Are you scared? No. Did you see why we need me? Just then. Are you hurt? That was the first time your anger flattered. He took you to his mansion after that, not as bride, not as a prisoner, as someone under my protection, he clarified. The mansion felt like controlled darkness, security everywhere, silence everywhere, power everywhere. But you noticed something strange. Inside those walls, Jungkook was different. Still dangerous, still commanding, but never crossing the line. Your room had no locked doors. Your phone wasn't taken. You were free to walk the gardens, free to speak, free to leave. If you truly instead, you could go, he told you, one night when tension built between you again. But once you stepped outside, without my name attached to you, I can't guarantee what follows. It wasn't a threat, it was reality. Living there, you only saw things no one else did. The late night meetings with where he negotiated instead of killed, the way he paid hospital bills for families affected by gang crossfire, the scars on his torso when his shirt shifted during training, proof that he didn't sit on a throne untouched. He wasn't evil. He was built by a brutal world and chose to survive it. One night, during a powerful power outage caused by a rival attack, the mansion fell into darkness. Backup generators flickered slowly. You found him alone on the balcony. For once, he looked tired, not weak, just tired. Why me? You finally asked. Because you look at me like I am human, he answered without hesitation. The confession stunned you. You rejected me in front of everyone. Do you know how rare that is? Everyone else either fears me or wants something from me. You just stood there. Silence stretched between you, heavy and charred. I won't cage you, he continued. If you marry me, it will be because you choose to, not because you are concerned. And if I don't, he inhaled slowly. Then I'll still protect you, quietly from a distance. That was the moment something shifted. Not fear, not obligation, choice. The final turning point came when a traitor inside his organization attempted to leak your location. The betrayal cut deeper than the attack itself. Junkook handled it with cold efficiency, but afterward you saw the anger in him wasn't about power. It was about being used as leverage. You are my weakness now, he admitted one night, voice low, and in my world, weakness gets people killed. Then why keep me here? You whispered. His eyes softened in a way no one else would never see. Because I'd rather change my word than lose you. Weeks later, when the official marriage contract was brought forward again, he pressed the pen in front of you. I won't sign unless you do first. That was the difference. He didn't claim you, he chose you. And this time, when you looked at him, not the mafia boss, not the feared king of the underworld, but the man who stood between you and chaos without ever chasing you. You signed, not because you were forced, not because you were scared, but because in a world ruled by darkness, you found someone who could burn it down for you, yet still ask for your permission first. And that kind of power, that was far more dangerous than fear.